What's up everybody, we're gonna drop some travel knowledge on you. Forget Times Square, forget Hollywood Boulevard, forget those overpriced, overcrowded tourist traps. We're going off the beaten path, people. We're talking about those hidden gems, those cities that don't always make the top 10 lists. But trust me, they should. These are the places where you'll find authentic experiences, incredible food, and a whole lot less chaos. So whether you're a seasoned traveler or just starting to explore, get ready to discover your next adventure, because we're about to show you 10 cities that will have you booking a flight before the video's even over. Oh, and before I forget, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. You don't want to miss out on future travel tips and crazy adventures, right? Let's do this. First up, we're heading to Asheville, North Carolina. Now some of you might be thinking, Asheville? Seriously? But trust me on this one. This place is like the love child of a hipster art colony and a national park. Imagine this. You're strolling down a street lined with these quirky little galleries, the smell of craft beer is in the air, and boom, you look up and there's the Blue Ridge Mountains, just majestic, right in your face. It's like a postcard, but real life. And speaking of real life, let's talk about the Biltmore Estate. This place is straight out of a fairy tale, a gigantic mansion with gardens that seem to go on forever. You could spend a whole day just getting lost in this place. But hold up. Asheville isn't just about pretty views and fancy houses. This city has a pulse, an energy. Whether you're hiking the Blue Ridge Parkway, grabbing a pint at one of the, get this, 30-plus breweries, or just soaking up the creative vibes, Asheville is an experience, not just a destination. Alright, let's switch gears and head out west to Boise, Idaho. Now I know what you're thinking, Idaho? Potatoes, right? Yeah, they got potatoes, but Boise is so much more than that. This city is like that friend who's always down for an adventure but also knows how to chill. You want to go whitewater rafting? Boise's got you. You want to explore a world-class art museum? Boise's got you. You want to eat some of the best food you've ever had? You guessed it, Boise's got you. And the best part? Boise is incredibly affordable, especially compared to some of those other cities we've talked about. So you can spend less on your hotel and more on, well, everything else Boise has to offer. And trust me, there's a lot to offer. From the vibrant downtown scene to the stunning scenery of the Boise foothills, this city is a hidden gem just waiting to be discovered. Chapter 4, Savannah, where history meets flavor. Alright guys, we're heading south, deep into the heart of Georgia, to a city that oozes charm, Savannah. I'm talking cobblestone streets, those iconic oak trees draped in Spanish moss. It's like stepping onto a movie set. And the vibe? Don't even get me started. It's all about slowing down, soaking it in, and feeling the history beneath your feet. You can practically hear the horse-drawn carriages from another era. But don't let the old world charm fool you. Savannah has this vibrant energy, a pulse that's impossible to ignore. It's in the air, this buzz of creativity. Savannah College of Art and Design, SCAD, you know it, right? Yeah, well, it's based right here, and it infuses the city with this youthful artistic spirit. Galleries, studios, you name it. Now let's talk food, because Savannah knows how to eat. We're talking next-level southern comfort food, but with a modern twist. Shrimp and grits, fried green tomatoes. Get ready to loosen your belt a notch. Trust me, I've been there. I once ate my weight in biscuits and gravy in this town. No regrets, just delicious memories. And the best part? Savannah's got this laid-back vibe that makes you feel right at home. People are friendly, always down for a chat, and the pace of life is refreshingly slow. So if you're looking for a city that's got it all, history, beauty, amazing food, and a whole lot of soul, Savannah needs to be on your radar. Chapter 5, Milwaukee, more than just beer, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. You might think cheeseheads and beer, right? Well, get ready to have your mind blown. This city is on fire, a hidden gem exploding with culture and cool. We're talking a city built on a legacy of brewing, but now it's all about art, music, and a food scene that'll rock your world. Think industrial chic meets modern innovation. First up, the historic Third Ward. This place is buzzing with energy, trendy boutiques, art galleries, award-winning restaurants. It's where old meets new in the coolest way possible. And if you're an architecture buff, get ready to geek out. Milwaukee's got some seriously impressive buildings like the Milwaukee Art Museum. It's iconic, futuristic. You gotta see it to believe it. And speaking of must-sees, Summerfest, write it down, circle it on your calendar, set a million reminders. This ain't your average music festival, people. It's the world's largest, and it takes over Milwaukee every summer. We're talking 10 days, 11 stages, and a lineup that'll make your head spin. From rock legends to hip-hop heavyweights, they've got it all. But Milwaukee's more than just parties and festivals. It's a city with heart, a place where people are passionate about their community. You feel it in the air, this sense of pride and belonging. It's the kind of city that gets under your skin and stays with you long after you leave. Chapter 6, Louisville, Beyond the Bourbon Trail. Alright folks, saddle up because we're heading to Louisville, Kentucky, the home of the Kentucky Derby, and a city that knows how to have a good time. Think Southern charm meets big city energy. Now you can't talk about Louisville without mentioning bourbon, it's practically a religion here. And the Urban Bourbon Trail? Consider it your pilgrimage to bourbon heaven. We're talking world-renowned distilleries, craft cocktail bars, and enough bourbon to make your head spin. But pace yourself, folks, this ain't a race. And speaking of races, the Kentucky Derby, even if you're not a horse racing fan, the energy, the history, the sheer spectacle of it all, it's something you have to experience at least once. But Louisville's got more to offer than just booze and horses. It's a city steeped in history and culture, and there's something for everyone here. For starters, the Muhammad Ali Center. This place is more than just a museum. It's a celebration of the life and legacy of one of the greatest athletes and activists of all time. And for the best views in town, head to the Big Four Bridge. This former railroad bridge has been transformed into a pedestrian walkway that offers breathtaking panoramic views of the Ohio River and the city skyline. Trust me, it's the perfect spot for an evening stroll or a sunrise selfie. Alright guys, we're jumping into a time machine and heading straight to New England. No, not Boston, I'm talking about Providence, Rhode Island. This place is like the quirky little brother of Boston, full of hidden gems and unexpected surprises. You know those cities that just exude a certain vibe? Providence is one of them. It's a city that embraces its history while constantly pushing boundaries. From its cobblestone streets to its thriving art scene, Providence is a feast for the senses. And speaking of feasts, let's talk about the food. We're in New England, so, the seafood is going to be off the charts. But Providence takes it up a notch with its Italian heritage, especially on Federal Hill. Trust me guys, the pasta here is the real deal. But Providence isn't just about indulging in delicious food. It's about experiencing something different, something unexpected. It's about stumbling upon a hidden courtyard, filled with art installations, or catching a live jazz performance in a cozy basement bar. Providence is all about those little moments that make a city unforgettable. Now let's talk about Benefit Street. This street is like a time capsule lined with some of the most well-preserved colonial architecture in America. You can practically feel the history oozing out of the brick walls. But don't let that fool you into thinking Providence is stuck in the past. This city is a melting pot of cultures and ideas, constantly evolving and reinventing itself. You've got Brown University bringing in a youthful energy, while the Rhode Island School of Design injects a dose of creativity and innovation. And then there's Waterfire. Imagine this. It's a warm summer night and you're strolling along the river. Suddenly, dozens of bonfires illuminate the water, casting a magical glow over the entire city. It's an experience that's both mesmerizing and unforgettable. Providence is a city that defies expectations. It's small enough to feel intimate and welcoming, yet big enough to offer endless possibilities. It's a city that will surprise you, challenge you, and ultimately leave you wanting more. Okay folks, buckle up because we're heading southwest to a city that's unlike anywhere else in the US, Santa Fe, New Mexico. They call it the city different, and trust me, they're not kidding. Santa Fe is a place where cultures collide and history comes alive. You've got Native American, Spanish, and Mexican influences all blending together to create a unique and vibrant tapestry. It's a city that stimulates the senses with its colorful adobe architecture, the smell of piñon wood burning in the air, and the taste of authentic southwestern cuisine. And speaking of art, Santa Fe is an art lover's paradise. Canyon Road is a must-visit, with galleries showcasing everything from traditional Native American pottery to contemporary sculptures. And you can't forget about Georgia O'Keeffe, whose iconic paintings of the New Mexican landscape perfectly capture the raw beauty of this region. But Santa Fe is more than just pretty pictures. It's a city with a rich history and a deep connection to its roots. You can feel it in the rhythm of the drums during a Native American dance performance, or in the stories whispered through the generations about the Spanish conquistadors. Now let's talk about the landscape. Santa Fe is surrounded by the stunning beauty of the high desert. Think rolling hills, towering mesas, and skies that stretch on forever. It's the kind of place that makes you want to breathe deep, slow down, and just soak it all in. And the best part? You can experience the magic of the desert without even leaving the city. Just hop on a hiking trail, and within minutes, you'll find yourself surrounded by cacti, wildflowers, and breathtaking views. But don't let the laid-back vibe fool you. Santa Fe has a pulse. The city comes alive at night with its eclectic mix of restaurants, bars, and music venues. You can catch a flamenco show, listen to live jazz, or just grab a drink and watch the sunset over the Sangre de Cristo Mountains. Santa Fe is a city that will stay with you long after you've left. It's a place where you can reconnect with nature, immerse yourself in different cultures, and find inspiration around every corner. Alright, adventure junkies and outdoor enthusiasts, this one's for you. We're heading to Boulder, Colorado, a city nestled at the foothills of the Rocky Mountains. This place is an adult playground for hiking, biking, and rock climbing. The Flatirons are the real stars of the show. These iconic formations beckon you to hit the trails. The views from the top are worth every step. Boulder's about embracing a healthy, active lifestyle. Jogging, cycling, and yoga are common sights. The energy here is contagious. Boulder will inspire you to live your best life. Alright, we're heading down south now to a city that's exploding with energy. Chattanooga, Tennessee, they call it the Scenic City, and let me tell you, it lives up to the hype. Imagine this. You're perched on Lookout Mountain, looking out over a valley carved by the Tennessee River, with the Appalachian Mountains rising up in the distance. That's the view that greets you in Chattanooga. But this place isn't just about pretty scenery. Chattanooga's got this vibe, this energy that's contagious. It's a city that's constantly evolving, always pushing the boundaries. You can feel it in the air, in the streets, in the people you meet. And get this, Chattanooga has some of the fastest internet in the country. Yeah, you heard that right, gig speed internet. So if you're a digital nomad, a tech entrepreneur, or just someone who likes their internet blazing fast, Chattanooga is calling your name. This city is a perfect blend of old and new. You've got historic neighborhoods with Victorian mansions, and then you've got these cutting-edge startups popping up left and right. It's a city that respects its past while embracing the future. Now, if you're looking for things to do, Chattanooga's got you covered. First up, you gotta check out the Tennessee Aquarium. This place is insane. They've got these giant freshwater tanks that make you feel like you're swimming with the fishes. Sharks, turtles, otters, you name it, they've got it. And then there's the Bluff View Art District. This place is a feast for the senses. Imagine strolling down cobblestone streets surrounded by art galleries, cafes, and restaurants with stunning views of the river. But what really makes Chattanooga special is its people. They're some of the friendliest, most welcoming people you'll ever meet. They're passionate about their city, and they're always eager to share it with visitors. So if you're looking for an off-the-beaten-path destination that's packed with adventure, culture, and good vibes, add Chattanooga to your list. Trust me, you won't regret it. Alright, let's head out west now to a city that often gets overlooked, but trust me, it deserves your attention. Spokane, Washington. It's like the Pacific Northwest's best-kept secret. Nestled in the heart of eastern Washington, Spokane's got this raw, natural beauty that'll take your breath away. Imagine this. You're walking through Riverfront Park, this sprawling green space right in the heart of downtown, with waterfalls cascading all around you. The Spokane River cuts right through the city, and in the distance you can see the peaks of Mount Spokane just begging to be explored. Now Spokane's got a bit of a split personality, and I mean that in the best way possible. On the one hand, you've got this urban energy with a thriving downtown, cool restaurants, and a surprisingly awesome craft brewery scene. But then, just a stone's throw away, you've got pristine wilderness. We're talking miles of hiking trails, crystal clear lakes, and mountains just waiting to be conquered. It's the perfect combination for someone who wants the best of both worlds. Now, if you're a wine lover, listen up. Spokane's got a burgeoning wine scene that's giving those fancy California wineries a run for their money. Seriously, the vineyards here are producing some world-class wines, and the best part is, they're a fraction of the price. And if you're looking for adventure, head just north of the city to Mount Spokane State Park. We're talking over 100 miles of hiking trails, stunning views from the summit, and some of the best skiing and snowboarding in the state come wintertime. But what really sets Spokane apart is its authenticity. This isn't some manufactured tourist destination. Spokane is real. It's a city with a rich history, a strong sense of community, and a down-to-earth vibe that's impossible not to love. So if you're tired of the same old tourist traps, if you're looking for something different, something real, Spokane is calling your name. Trust me, this is a city that will surprise you. And there you have it, 10 cities, 10 hidden gems scattered across this vast and incredible country. From the Blue Ridge Mountains of Asheville to the sun-drenched streets of Santa Fe, we've explored some seriously underrated destinations. We've hiked to breathtaking overlooks in Boulder, sipped bourbon in the heart of Louisville, and wandered through art-filled streets in Savannah. We've experienced the energy of Chattanooga, the charm of Providence, and the authenticity of Spokane. Each of these cities has its own unique personality, its own story to tell. But they all share one thing in common: they're waiting to be discovered. So what are you waiting for? Grab your passport, book that ticket, and get out there and explore. Trust me, the world is full of surprises, and these 10 cities are just the beginning. There you have it, 10 underrated cities in the USA that deserve a spot on your travel bucket list. Which one will you visit first? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to check out some of our other videos for more travel inspiration. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and join us on this journey to uncover the best destinations in the world. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next adventure.